What's up, guys? I'm Don Smith, and this is What's Cooking Neighbor. And as always, I'm about to take your taste buds on a culinary journey. And today we are going to take a very inexpensive piece of steak, but we're going to make it great. We're going to have two different sauces to go on top of this steak: a chimichurri sauce and a parsley sauce. And it's really, they sound crazy, but they're really easy to make, really fast. So let's get into the ingredients. We have some salt, pepper, cilantro, flat leaf Italian parsley, some oregano, some crushed red chili flakes, some EVOO, some red wine vinegar, onions, lemons, garlic. All right, now all that's out of the way, so let's start with our mise en place. And all a mise en place is everything in its place. Is this big French word they teach you in culinary art school, but all it is we prep everything, and everything is done before we even start cooking. So let's do that. Our oven, stove is already going. We're gonna let that get really hot because we're gonna pan sear this steak, get a nice little crust on top of it, and then we're gonna put our chimichurri and our parsley on top of it. So let's get going. First things first, let's make some room here. We're gonna start with the chimichurri first. So we're gonna get our cilantro, ever how you wanna pronounce it. You can leave the stems in because that is where all the nutrients and a lot of the flavor is, but we're gonna get like some of the thicker stalks off of it. Plus you paid money for your cilantro and your parsley, so why get rid of all the stock? You paid for it, use it all. And just fold it up. Make sure our fingers are out of the way, and just give these, chop it up. I love the smell of cilantro. It's one of those things, either you love it or you hate it. I can put it on everything. You can take a bath in this and I'll be happy. Just rough chop it all the way. I love the smell of cilantro. All right, now that's nice and chopped. We got our bowl here, and we're just going to transfer all that into this bowl. And this bowl is going to be our pool of the day, where all our ingredients are going to go in there. They're going to get to know each other. They're going to have some fun. They're going to come together. It's going to be awesome. Now, onion. We have a very small red onion here. We're going to dice this up. And you know how we already dice it. We're going to use both half of these, so take the peel off. And it would be a headache right now, wouldn't it? Come on, come on. There's got to be an easier way to get this. When in doubt, just take it up. There's one. And two. And you know how we always do it. Make sure you get your fingers out of the way so you don't slice them off. Easy peasy. And there we go. Easy little nice onion. That's one. Now the other one. And give this a rough chop through. It doesn't have to be uniformed or anything. Now, onion. Going into the pool, hang out with the cilantro. You guys talk it out, get to know each other. Now, garlic. A couple cloves of garlic, about 4. Easy way to get this out. Smash it, take your aggression out. If you're angry, come home from work, somebody made you mad. And there you go. Much easier than the onion was. And now we just give this a rough chop. And add it to his little friends over here. Hey guys, I'm Garlic. Nice to meet you. And now we're gonna go in with some oregano. Today is not my day of opening and getting things out. Some oregano, some salt. We have some coarse sea salt here. Some crushed red peppers. Depending on how hot it is, add more. If you like it hot, add less. If you don't like it that spicy, or you can omit it if you don't like it at all, but I strongly suggest, because that's a nice little hint of heat in the back right there. It's great. And we have some pepper here. And we're gonna go in with some red wine vinegar. A couple of teaspoons or tablespoons of that, and some EVOO extra virgin olive oil. Are you kidding me? Right, man, really, I can't open anything. Some gulps of that. I don't know if that's a correct measurement, but we're gonna go to break. When we get back, we're gonna finish off our chimichurri. We're gonna start on our persile, and then we're gonna get the steaks on, and then we're gonna put it together, and everything is gonna come together harmoniously. I'm Don Smith, and we'll be right back on What's Cooking Neighbor.
Busy days, busy night. When is your time? Campbellsville University has the online degree for you. Your time is now. DiscoverCUOnline.com.
A champion doesn't get days off. It takes determination and drive to realize goals. From long nights to early mornings. From the courts to the classrooms to online. At Campbellsville University, this is why we play. This is how we learn. This is where champions are made. Find your calling for a life change at campbellsville.edu.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to What's Cooking Neighbor. I'm your host, Chef Don Smith, and today we're doing an inexpensive steak with chimichurri sauce and a persile sauce. Really easy. You can go out to your friends and talk and tell them what you're doing, and they're gonna think, whoa, that sounds really complicated, but it's really not that complicated. And right now we're working on our chimichurri sauce, and what we got a lemon, and to get your best juice out of a lemon is to roll it like this or put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and it'll get all the juices flowing, and it break down all the molecules and everything in your lemon. And now cut it in half because we're going to use half for our chimichurri and half for our persille. And we don't want any of the seeds in there, so just catch them with your hands. And our chimichurri is done. Now we're just going to mix it up. And if you want it a little finer than this, you can put it in a food processor and blend all this up. But it'll be more like a puree than it would this. I sort of like the rustic look of it like this. Has a lot more contrast like this instead of just like a puree. It looks like green baby food to me, so I tend to stay away from it. So this is our chimichurri. So we're just gonna let that hang out over here, let all those flavors come together. And what we're gonna do now is our persille sauce. Is really, really easy. It's only 3 ingredients: parsley, flat leaf parsley, lemon juice, and garlic. So we need some more garlic. And again, this is probably not a first date thing you want to do with the amount of garlic in it. But if she eats as much, or he eats as much garlic as you do, then I guess it's fine, isn't it? Everyone smells like garlic. And to me, garlic smells great. So again, we're just going to smash these up and get our garlic out and give it a get rid of all the paper on this. And our last one. Come on, come on. All right. Now give this a rough chop. But you don't have to really, because we are going to use this baby right here, which is a mortar and pestle. This is old school. Before they had food processors, this is what people use. So in goes our garlic. I love this thing. I have a smaller one, and then went to a wholesale place, and then they had this on the market. This is about $50, $60. Went to the wholesale place, and it was there for like $15. I was blown away. Enough about my bargaining shopping. My wife makes me go, but anyway, here we go with the, and you just see me cut off and throw away when I just said don't throw away the stems. But in this case, I'm going to, because I'm throwing in there, and we're going to beat this to death. So in goes our parsley. I love the smell of Italian flat leaf parsley. Or maybe I'm just so fatty because I done said I love the smell of something about 1,000 times since I've been up here. In goes our lemon. Seeds popping everywhere. And essentially, a little seed there, and essentially that's it. This is all that they put into it, and everything else is totally up to you, and it's optional. So we're gonna go in with some sea salt, and this is gonna help when I started to grind this up. The salt is gonna help to break everything down. And we're gonna go in with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And a little hint of black pepper. And that's it. Now we're going to just start beating everything, grinding everything like they did back in the day. And we're just essentially making a puree out of this instead of using a food processor. The great cooks use a mortar and pestle. Get your mussels in there. It's going to take a little minute. But I don't know if you can see that it's already starting to break down. Get our garlic in there. And just essentially just puree this up. And it's good for a nice little workout. As well. If you're a head chef in a fancy restaurant, this is the part you get your sous chef to do because it's very taxing on your hands. So you get your minions to do this. But for you, I will do this myself to show you my love that I have for each and every one of you who adore my show. Anyway, back to reality. And this is almost done. Make sure we get all the onions in there. And of course, if you're like me, I like textures in my food, and I love garlic, so a big chunk of garlic does not bother me. All right, guys, we're gonna take another break. When we come back, we are going to pan-sear our steak, and it's all gonna come together. So stay with us right here on What's Cooking Neighbor. I'm Don Smith. See you in a bit.
Campbellsville University Cosmetology teaches beauty inside and out. The cosmetology students at CU receive salon experience while learning in a contemporary environment from faculty who have worked in the industry. With areas of study ranging from hairstyling to salon management, Campbellsville University Cosmetology can help you turn your passion into a profession. Kickstart your cosmetology career today. Visit campbellsville.edu/cosmetology.
Take a look at Campbellsville University's campus with us, right here on WLCU TV, Campbellsville, Comcast Channel 10, and Digital Channel 15.
What's up, guys? I'm Don Smith, and this is What's Cooking Neighbor. If you're just joining us, you're missing out on a lot of fun. Today we have a chimichurri sauce, we have a parsley sauce, and we're about to pan-sear these steaks. And all we're gonna do right now is make some hash marks in our steak. Not to cut too deep into them. All right, all we're gonna do, a little salt, a little pepper, give it a little pat, flip them, same thing, salt, pepper, and that's it. Give these babies a little pat on the booty. All right, like I said, our stove is already going. It's gonna get searing hot really, really quick. And we're just gonna add some EVOO extra virgin olive oil. And we're just gonna pan sear these really, really quick. We wanna get a nice little crust on it. And I can already start to smell the olive oil, and you can start to see it's starting to shimmy. Yes, that's the sound that we want. Now we're just gonna let that go for a couple of minutes to get a very nice sear, a nice crust on that side, and then we're gonna flip it and cook it for only a couple more seconds on the other side. And we're just gonna pair up with our sauces. Just been over here hanging out. This chimichurri sauce is starting to come together nicely. All the flavors are starting to meld together. You can see that nice crust on that steak, and we're just gonna cook it. Now this is totally up to you if you like yours medium rare, or medium well done. Never cook your steak well done. I will fork you, I will. But 90% of people out there love well done steak. It's already dead. Why kill it more than it already is? All right, that's it. We're taking it off. And we're gonna flip it for all the meat patrol people out there so we don't use the same salt. And that is the sound of the alarm. It's been a while. We'll be right back.
A champion doesn't get days off. It takes determination and drive to realize goals. From long nights to early mornings. From the courts to the classrooms to online. At Campbellsville University, this is why we play. This is how we learn. This is where champions are made. Find your calling for a life change at campbellsville.edu.
WLCU TV Campbellsville, Comcast Channel 10 and Digital Channel 15, a service of Campbellsville University.
What's up, guys? I'm Don Smith, and we are back. False alarms, crazy things happen, but we got our steak. It's rested, and now we're about to put this together, and the best part about it, we're gonna eat. So, really quick. And what we're gonna do is take one of these steaks, and slice it up. And this is a nice medium rare. As long as you let it sit, it will cook a little bit more, so this will probably turn out to be nice and medium rare, or medium. What we're gonna do now is our steak. We're gonna have some over here, some over here, and what we're gonna do, or we are going to spoon up our chimichurri on you guys right there, and our persilade on you guys right there. Now, this is two different quick and easy things you can do on steak, chicken, it really doesn't matter. Our chimichurri, our parsley. So now, let's go in. With the chimichurri, the cilantro, the onions, the garlic, really flavorful. That's really good. And it makes a very cheap, inexpensive steak taste like a $20 steak. Now our other side with our parsley. That's packed with flavor. The parsley, the garlic, everything. That is doing. Hey guys, we got to get out of here. Try this, make your friends happy. Join me next time right here on What's Cooking Neighbor. I don't know what I'm going to cook. You don't know what I'm going to cook, but we are going to cook. We'll see you next time.